folks. Just trying to see if I can find my live video on my YouTube feed on my laptop, which I can't. Okay, let's get this set up. So we are using the Dino Days stamp set and the Dinosaur suite today. If you're here, say hi. Let me see if anybody else is coming on. Right, just give me a wee second. Oh, here we go. Here's an option for live chat, and I can see all your comments better. Right, so can't seem to find. Hi everyone. Right, view live on YouTube. It's just so that I can see any comments coming up as they appear. Hope you're all well. This Sunday afternoon I am recreating this for my card today. So I took inspiration from the catalogue, which is awesome. Right, okay, so let me just say hi on the live feed through text, and we're ready to go. Okie doke. Right, let's get card making. Okay, so I'm using the Dino Days. I do have the Dino Days bundle. Okay, so we have lots of different DSPs in here. And I'm just trying to see, there's one watching now, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. And I have chosen the lovely lipstick-based DSP, this one here. Okay, so I'll just pop these away just now. So we're going to do a little bit stamping. I've prepped some work already. We've got the Dinosaur enamel shapes here, which are pretty as well. Okay, so the colour theme today is Blushing Bride, Pretty Peacock, and Granny Apple Green. Just going to raise this up slightly to give me more room. A little bit more light. There we go. And I will try and keep in this section. Okay, so we don't need the inks just now. I've already loaded up my blocks. So we're using this image here, this one. Okay, and we're using the sentiment, I love you this much. But we are going to use Stampin' Right markers just to pick out parts of the sentiment. And you'll see what I mean later on. Okay, I have my little chamois ready for cleaning my stamps. Okay, so I've already kind of prepped most of this. Okay, so what we've got here is, oops, put them back inside. We have a Whisper White card base. Okay, the one in the catalogue is Petal Pink, I think. Blushing Bride, I think it is. But I'm choosing to go with Whisper White today, okay? And I've already prepared a piece of this and cut it down into 4 strips, which we're going to layer onto our card, okay? So what we want to do is we want to kind of place them roughly. I've got 1/8 of an inch at each side, and if you notice, I am keeping in with how I cut them in order. Okay, so you can see how the images would have joined. Okay, so I hope everyone's having a nice Sunday. If you're here, say hi. I think there's four watching. Don't know if there's a delay with seeing comments on YouTube Live. I'm not over familiar with it as yet. Okay, so let's stick these little strips down. I do need to do a little tiny bit die cutting today. Wait, hang on. My glue is done. Yeah, I do need to do a little bit die cutting today in this, but that's absolutely fine. Right, so let's get these glued down. Like so. There we go. Love card making on a Sunday. I have the house to myself, everyone. My husband's out shopping for new trainers with the boys. So I thought I'd come on live. Right, now, I need to move this one up ever so slightly. There we go. Now, I'm trying to pull out my supplies from the annual catalogue because too often when there's a new mini catalogue out, we often forget about our other supplies that we have in our little stash. So I am making it a mission of mine to pull those out and play with them. Right, now there's a slightly bigger border at the top, but I'm not worried about that. Okay, there we go. Lovely jubbly. Right, so what we're going to do is in the catalogue, they have used a little love heart and they've got 6 pieces here, but I don't have these exact ones. I'm sure these are similar size to the actual punch that we've got as well. Okay, so we're going to layer up a section here. What I've decided to do, instead of just Whisper White, I'm going to add the reverse of this DSP, okay? So I'm going to pop that down just now. Need quite a bit of glue on this because it is going over a raised area. Okay, so I'm just going to pop it on the side like so. There we go. And then I have a piece of Whisper White, which I'm going to layer on top of that as well. Now I'm sticking this down because I'm not stamping on this piece. We are going to attach some die cut love hearts from the Be Mine Stitch shapes. Okay, so just pop that down as straight as you can get it. That's not straight. Over slightly, Tricia. If you're here, say hi so I know who's here watching. Say hi, let me know how you are. Oh, there we go. Hi, Wendy. Yes, I've had a nice relaxing weekend, hon. I'm just going to grab a quick drink of my coffee. I struggled a bit this morning, but I just put my feet up and yeah, I rested, so it's just about self-management of the condition, I think, honey. So we'll go back to work tomorrow, which is awesome. I'm going to get a plan put in place to help try and pace myself while I'm at work and save energy for, have enough energy for when I come home at night. Because at the minute, I'm not sure how to manage the condition. And I end up with not a lot of energy at night and often going to bed 9 times out of 10 to rest because I'm that buggered. So, hi Ali. How are you? Yeah, I'm quite ahead with my blogs. I done it up to the end of the month a good few weeks ago when I had a good day. So any crafting I've been doing has been purely fun. I made a little card yesterday. Took my time with it. I'd done a Facebook premiere, so that went quite well. Yeah, so yeah, thank you so much for asking. Okay, so we have, this is the layout of the front. What we need to do now is we need to stamp the dinosaur. I'm not sure what kind of dinosaur this is. If you know, let me know roughly. And we've got the sentiment here. Now, I've just got some scrap pieces of Whisper White, okay? So I'm going to stamp this in Blushing Bride. Now, obviously, if you wanted to make this dinosaur card for a boy, you could just simply switch up the colours. T-Rex, thank you! Or did you used to get up, go to work, come home and go to bed? Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. I did manage to go and do my craft class yesterday, which was amazing. I was actually in tears when I seen the ladies because I've missed them so much. So yeah, I was took it easy yesterday as well. When I come home, I just relaxed pretty much all night, and it was lovely. And the kids were away to my mum's for their sleepover. So that was good. Right, now what I need on here is, I need the little stamp for this T-Rex's back. Okay, and we're going to stamp that in Pretty Peacock. Oh, where does Pretty Peacock? Here it is, I've already got it out. Fatigue is the most awfulest thing in this world. Really, really is. But hopefully I'm getting to see the specialist ME nurse soon, and he sent me some information to kind of help me with self-management in the meantime, so that's all good. Right, now, let me just check my dies. I want to make sure that the die, because I've forgotten, the die for the T-Rex, yep, I need to die cut this out, then I need to stamp and die cut that out. So I'm glad I checked that. So that's the 2 wee dies we need. Okay, I'm finished with this Blushing Bride. Sundays should be for crafting, shouldn't they? I said to my husband, can you please do me a favour before you go out with the boys and hoover for me? So he hoovered, and he's just a darling. He's just a darling. And when I came in from craft class yesterday, he had actually made a pot of broccoli soup. Right, I'm just going to run this through my Big Shot. Okay, now I do have the magnetic plate. You just need to be careful if you have it, because sometimes it does jump. Okay, so I'm just going to try and position it as best I can. My plates are really, really, really scabby. I actually bought this second hand before I started Stampin' Up. That's why it's not black, it's white. Oh, look. Adorable. Okay, so there's one. So yeah, I'm kind of glad I bought it second hand, because I know Stampin' Up are going to bring out their own stamp and what's it called? Now it gives it away on the dies. It says there, Stampin', Cut and Emboss. So I'm presuming that's what their new machine's going to be called. Don't know if we'll get that in time for our annual catalogue, but we should see. Oh, that's good, Wendy. My 14-year-old, I'm just stamping this now, Pretty Peacock. My 14-year-old does a lot of hoovering for me. He likes hoovering, and it kind of makes him pitch in for the amount of money he gets at the weekend, because he goes to our local football team every weekend, and sometimes if they're away from home, it can kind of cost a fortune, so he's really, really good that way. Right, now, I'm trying to position this like so. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off the excess bit on the left side of there once it's run through. Yeah, if you've got a husband that hoovers, Wendy, he's a keeper. And my husband cooked the, I can't remember if I just said that or not, cooked broccoli soup for me coming in from craft class, so that was awesome. Right, I'm just going to pop this away. Oh, clatter bang wall up. Right, where's my little snips? Right, I'm keeping the pretty peacock there because we will need it for this sentiment. So, what you could do, if you don't want to fussy cut, is you could actually glue that on the back. And I think I might just do that to save me some time, because I am going to raise that up anyway. Okay, so that is why there's obviously more of a border on one side. So it's not that it's die cutting out wrong or anything. So, how adorable. Very, very nice. Very nice. Now in the catalogue, this T-Rex has a little tummy in a different colour, but I don't know if I want to do that. Where did I put my dies? I may add some of these though in the pretty peacock, just to give it some more depth. Okay, so let's see now. Get it round the right way, like so. Don't need a lot of ink. Oh, that's adorable. That'll do me. Can you see? You guys see that all right? Yeah, last night I had to actually cancel plans, but I wasn't bothered. Yeah, there was something in an update Wendy. There was just a little snippet, wasn't there? It's like, don't tease us, don't tease us. I will definitely be investing in one of them, for sure, because that machine of mine, I find it too heavy. And I need to try and keep physical stuff like heavy lifting and whatnot out of my life. So I'm kind of hoping the new machine's going to be lightweight. So yeah, I'm quite excited to see. So have you been crafting much today, Wendy? I'm not sure who else is watching with us this morning. You still here, Ali? Okay, right. So this is going to be raised up. Okay, and we're going to pop some sentiments here. And what we're going to do is we're going to we were stamping, not with the pretty peacock pad though. We are going to use the Stampin' Right marker in Pretty Peacock. And the reason I'm using this is because this sentiment is so, the words are so close together, and I just want to use the first bit. In the first instance, it says, I love you this much. Okay, so by colouring it with the Stampin' Blend, you can part stamp, okay? So, all I'm going to do is take the brush tip and gently go over the words that I want. So I'm wanting I love you, okay, like so. And because it will start drying quickly, I'm just going to give it a with my hot breath, and I'm going to apply it like so. So that's another wee tip. So if I clean that off, do the same with, let me dry it slightly. I'll do the same with the next section, which is this much. That's what it says. Be careful not to get it on the other words if they are close. Now, one thing you can't do is add your blends onto this, because it does stain and it does not work as well as this. Okay. So let's see how this one transfers. Let me take a closer look. You can also use your Stampin' Right markers if you wanted to give it a rainbow effect. You could change your colours. Right, hot breath, here we go. Fab. Awesome. Right, and then the third part of the sentiment that I would like is the last piece, which says, it's more than it looks. Okay, so I'm just going to concentrate for a little second, because this is smaller. Okay, so just be careful around the edges. Dog hair on my stamp. Honestly, there's dog hairs everywhere. Are you still in bed, hun? That's good you're still here, Ali. Thank you. Yeah, we had a bad storm Thursday night. I couldn't sleep. Yesterday was bad as well. Today's pretty calm, but I'm not holding my breath. Okay, so that's the third sentiment on. So there we go. Obviously, it's not as crystal clear as it would be using the actual stamping pads, but it is a good way to kind of split up the sentiment. Okay, so let's get this cut. Now, I think I'll use the little guillotine. Not guillotine, what do you call it? Mini paper cutter. So, this is just super easy to do quick trims like this. I don't know if you ladies have got this. This is only available if you join Stampin' Up! During the celebration to 31st of March. It's so handy and it's so lightweight, especially when you're doing little things like this. Okay, so I'm just going to trim up these sentiments and arrange them. Okay, so you can see where we're going with this. We're going to raise them up and add them. Let me just check my computer because not all the... That's it. I can see comments, that's fine. Yeah, it's... I hope you manage to get out of bed at some point today, but if you don't beat yourself up, Wendy, because we need to listen to our bodies, don't we? Right, okay, right, I am thinking if I pop that there, I could possibly put that there. Oh, my hands aren't working very well today. Let me see, I love you. No, I'll put this one to the right, to the left. Yeah, I'll do it different. Right, so I've got dimensionals to hand already. Sorry if I'm a bit delayed in responding to you. I'm just trying to get used to doing a live and then looking up at my laptop for to check comments and stuff. Because when I first started doing the lives, what I was doing is I was standing up to craft, which was killing me, so I could see into my phone, but this seems to be working out quite good, so that's fine. Right, still I just want to add some dimensions to these sentiments and stuff. And then we'll pop it together. Foam strips would probably be better for that. Look, I can't even pick up the paper. Foam strips would probably be better for these areas. It would certainly be easier, but I'll just stick with what I have out. It's quite organised this morning. Da 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 da. Always get ink all over me though. What about you, ladies? Da 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 da. Excuse my singing. It's not my strong point, I'm afraid. Ah, dearie dear. Right, okay. So there is the sentiments. Let me get rid of this rubbish to the side. Yeah, these love hearts came out of this Be Mine stitched framelits. That was actually from last spring summer catalogue. So there's lots and lots and lots and lots of hearts and stuff in there. What I do really need to treat myself to is one of the, you know, the stars stamp sets and coordinating dies. I don't have any stars. So I need to get that sorted out. Right. Now I'm quite okay pulling these ones off. Da, 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 da. Da, da. Anybody got any news they want to share? Anything exciting been happening lately? Let's go pop this here. That's adorable. Adorable. And then I'm going to get tweezers to pull off these bits because I find these a bit difficult just because they're smaller. I don't know if you ladies and gents have seen that I am only about £600 worth of sales away from earning a trip to backstage in New Orleans in America. Oh, I am on a mission to meet a target. Didn't start off as a target, but you know what? Because it's so close, I thought, what the hang? I'm going to set myself a little goal. And if I don't reach my goals, you know what? I don't beat myself up. I just try again the next time. You've got to keep things fun, you see. That's why I started the Stampin' Up business. To start with, it was just for the discount, but then I thought, I'm upline Amanda, I thought, I want to do that. I want to go on YouTube. I want to do craft classes because I know what it's like to kind of be isolated in your community, especially when, you know, with chronic illness and whatnot. Right, this one I'm just going to set beside his little arms because he's seen love you this much. And this one says it's more than it looks. So I'm just going to pop that at the bottom, like so. Oh, hang on, I forgot to take the backing off this one. There we go. Isn't that adorable? So it's quite different. Well, it's similar but different to the initial inspiration of the catalogue, which I have been turning to quite a lot recently because we've been fatigued and stuff. It's quite hard to think sometimes. So isn't that cute? So quite similar. Now what I done was I used my dog punch to get these little hearts. And I think I may have lost one. I did have 3 hearts because I didn't want to waste a little scrap piece. So what I done is I just put a corner of the DSP in here and punched out 3 little hearts, but ones went walkies. So 2 will do, and I want to do that for the inside. Oh, there it is. It's it was just hiding. Okay, so I have 3 hearts and I want to just pop them down in this corner. I am just going to apply them with Tombow wet glue because I want to keep the card flat as possible. Okay, so 1 here, 1 here, and 1 there. There we go. Yeah, I was saying about the dog hairs earlier. My youngest Alsatian or German Shepherd, she has been casting hair for what seems like eternity. I'm just going to turn this slightly that way so it's kind of opposite. There we go. And oh, it's just a nightmare. We're having to, well, not me, but we're having to hoover every day. I don't know where it's all coming from. Okay, well, that is basically my card. Let's see if we can use some enamel shapes. It may make the card a little bit too busy, we shall see. Yeah, I think that's going to make it too busy. I think I'll leave them for the now. Okay, I'm going to try and do Sunday Crafternoon lives on YouTube going forward. Now, it'll most likely be late morning whilst my husband's at golf and also while my kids are still at my mother's house because they stay on a Saturday night. When they're in, they like to play their Xboxes or play on tablets when they're not arguing, and they take up far too much of the Wi-Fi bandwidth in this house, and it drives me and my husband bonkers. Sometimes they'll go up and they've got their Xbox on, they've got a tablet running, watching videos, or their phone, and I'm like, you're using 2 devices each here, and they're all on Wi-Fi. And I'm like, oh, come on. Just one thing at a time, boys, one thing at a time. So, but they're good kids. Anyway, folks, that is the card for today. I was hoping to keep it to half an hour, so that's pretty good timing. Let me know if you like the card. It's not you. This isn't my style. But I've really enjoyed making that. And yeah, I'd like to thank you for chatting today. Wendy, I hope you feel better sooner rather than later, hun. I hope you get a good sleep, a little catch-up power nap. I must say the last few nights I have been using a meditation top down, and you're lucky if I get past 10 minutes and then I'm sleeping. If you want to know which one it is, just give me a little PM on Facebook and I'll send you a little copy link. And I also like to use the meditation because it puts the earphones in my ears and it blocks out my husband's heavy breathing and snoring, which also puts me off sleeping. Bless him. He's got to put up with me and my CPAP machine blowing out hot air all night, and here I am complaining about I'm breathing too hard. Okay, guys, I'll see you later, ladies, and thank you so much for watching. I just need to figure out now how I stop this live. Take care now and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.